Hello, it's Radio FreakJam. It's Wednesday. It's lunchtime. Me and Morgan are here. Evie's around somewhere, but she's got work to do, school work to do, which, it's got to come first. So we've taken some lunch up to her while she's working. And Morgan and I thought we'd sit here and play some music. Hopefully, this week, it's all going to work nicely. And the system's going to behave itself. We're using the new system now. We're using Ecamm Live. So hopefully it's all going to hold out. We had to meet the freaks on Monday. I wasn't quite happy with how that went and how the stream went. So I've done more testing. And to be honest, it's been a hell of a week. I've not got a lot of sleep. I've been up to the early hours of the morning testing and doing stuff. And big thank you to everyone all you night owls out there who have come and joined me to help me test. Mr. McGregor, Sean, Tim, Pete Sipper, Wishby, all of you guys, you've chipped in, you've helped where's needed, and it really, really is appreciated. So, thanks for that, guys. Hopefully we can keep this running now. Still got a few things I need to work out. But, big news. They're going back to school, ladies and gentlemen. The kids are going back to school. And, whether you think that's a good thing or not, I know the kids are very happy, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Really come forward a bit so we can hear you. I know that the kids are very happy to be going back to school and meeting their friends and having a bit of social like we're all looking forward to doing. Still not 100% certain where this is going. They announced that they were extending furlough till September. Yet we're all meant to be out of this by June. Not sure what that's all about, but just saying. So anyway, let's start with some music. I think what I'm going to start with Pass the Bottle. And the reason I'm going to start with Pass the Bottle is because we had a creative workshop session on Saturday night where Josh sat and taught everyone how to mix a track. And we basically made all the stem tracks available for Pass the Bottle so people could download them and mix along at home. And then after we done the live Zoom session of that, we then posted a video on the website. So if you want the link to that, that's in the Facebook group. You can go and get that. And Josh has done videos breaking down all about mixing the drums, the bass, the guitars, the vocals. And it really is a good session. And this is the sort of thing people pay a lot of money for. We're giving it to you for free. So this is the track we mixed. This is Pass the Bottle. Enjoy. We'll see you in a minute.
Now stand alone, curtains twitching from those at home. The wind still whistles through lifeless lights, but I just close now to fight the fight. And we never thought we'd see this in our time. And we ponder on the future of our kind. March out the sick to the liquor store, intoxicated behind locked doors. Shout down the cable, bouncing off the walls. Say, can you hear me? Can you hear my call? Never thought we'd see this in our time. Now we ponder on the future of our kind. Pass the bottle, pass the phone. I don't want to be alone here anymore. 'Cause when the future is unknown, I don't want to be alone anymore. These empty shelves are a sign of greed. Constellations we didn't heed. Our present we'd see this in our time. And we ponder on the future of our kind. Pass the bottle, pass the phone. I don't want to be alone here anymore. Pass the bottle, pass the phone. Pass the bottle. 'Cause when the future is unknown, I don't want to be alone here anymore. Don't want to be alone. Don't want to be alone. Sit up, pass the bottle, pass the phone. I don't want to be alone here anymore. Don't want to be alone. Pass the bottle, pass the phone. 'Cause when the future is unknown, I don't want to be alone here anymore. Pass the bottle. Pass the bottle. Pass the
That was Pass the Bottle there by Templeton Peck. I've got to be really careful with this iTunes playlist because it sometimes just jumps over before I can get to it. But yeah, so if you want to learn how to mix that track, it's available on the website freakjam.co.uk. But the actual link is to the full step is in the FreakJam group on Facebook. Go check that out. You might learn something. And unfortunately, Tim, your sax bit isn't in there. We did try at one point in time to take Tim's guitar and make it into a sax solo and do more of a chilled out acoustic mix, but Josh, being committed to the cause like he is, actually went back and re-recorded the whole mix session outside of Zoom because he wasn't happy with a few of the bits and how it explained stuff, and we'd had a few issues with Zoom and audio coming through and bits and pieces like that. So yeah, dedicated to the cause is our Josh, and he went back and re-recorded that whole session just for you guys so you can learn how to do it. So go check that out, and hopefully we'll be doing some more creative sessions in the future. We're thinking about concentrating on an acoustic track next, where we actually look at editing of vocals, editing of guitars, as well as the mix, and getting deeper into sort of mixing and bits and pieces like that on certain aspects. So that should be good. What else is going on? So I put out a post this morning. It's our birthday, ladies and gentlemen. It's week 50 this week. Can you believe that?
50.
Week 50. You know, we started this as episode 0 because with the jam night, because we didn't know if it was going to work or not. So we didn't want to say it was episode 1. Thought if episode 0 and it didn't happen again, it would just get forgotten and be lost in the annals of time. But it worked, and we've continued. Week 50 this week. 2 weeks, March the 18th. It's our first birthday, effectively. And that's kind of important because ultimately we've been doing this for a year. That means we haven't been gigging for a year. Because if we were gigging, we'd be out there on a Thursday night doing the jam night. But we haven't. We were lucky to have the Templeton Pet gigs over the Halloween time. But that's been it. And we're all sort of hankering to get back to it. But we're still here. We're still doing these. So we want to celebrate. So we've got lots going on. We've got our 1 year Survivor t-shirts available in the shop if you want to celebrate with us. That's cool. You can find the shop at, now I can do this, there, freakjam.b4branded.co.uk. Go and buy your first year's anniversary t-shirt. That's cool. We've got a cake being made. Yep, it is official. We've got a Freak Jam birthday cake. Kelly Bridges,
Oh, yeah.
who works at the Evie School, was Morgan School, and works with Tony. And they her daughter also does martial arts through the school. Yeah, it's all connected. Basically, is what I'm saying. She's a friend of ours through the martial arts, through the school, and she's going to make us a Freak Jam birthday cake. So we're going to have that here, and I'm going to be blowing candles out and just try and make it a bit more special. We've got Josh joining us as co-host. He was our very first co-host on the show, episode 0. I think he done episode 1 as well, if I remember rightly. So it's only right to have him back and do that with him. And we're going to sort of, talk about the year. It'll be a jam night as usual, so everyone can come on and do their thing. But we are asking that you play the first song you ever played live on the show. So it doesn't matter if you weren't on the first show. That's not a problem. Just make sure you play the first song you ever played on the show. So I think Wispy's, for example, was Every Rose Has Its Thorn. So we'll look forward to hearing that again. What else we got going on? We're going to do a giveaway. We're going to give a birthday present to someone. Haven't quite worked out the details how we're going to do that yet, but it's going to be a random listener that we will select somehow through either a question or pull them out of a hat or something like that. So we want to give a little bit back with all the merch that we sell that you guys have gladly and thankfully bought. That money goes back into the show, which allows us to do giveaways. So we want to do a giveaway on that night. We're going to give a voucher out for the store. So be a part of it. You never know. You might win a voucher to the store to go and buy some more FreakJam merch, which will be cool, right? Right. I could buy a Not For Kids t-shirt or something like that, or a birthday t-shirt. Doesn't really matter. So let's have some more music. And we'll come back and update you on things after that. Good afternoon, Mr. Bradley. And again, it's hi to everyone in the chat room. Phil, I see Phil's joined us. And all you other lovely folk who I've said hello to already. Thanks for being a part of this. A year. That's all I'm saying. I'm still flabbergasted, to be honest. But let's have some music. I'll tell you what, we'll go and we're going to have some Storyteller's Daughter, I think, by Northside. So yeah, we'll do that. Here it is, Storyteller's Daughter by Northside.
Watch your mouth, I can hear you talk about it. Sell my soul for me, why don't you? Well, take a bail. Shit, you must be feeling so much better. Still, at least I got my head on straight. So you wanna know what makes me? You really wanna share some of my time? Well, I'm a storyteller's daughter. Do you really wanna write this down now? Well, do you really wanna write this down now? Mouth of wood, well, your paper really sold me short. Me with all my hair messed up. Well, does this look good on me? Well, really. Still, at least I got my head on straight. Well, your little snap happy surely caught me with my guard down. Said I should be grateful somehow. Back in a best just so last year, yeah. Still, at least I got my head on straight. You really wanna share some of my time? Well, I'm a storyteller's daughter. Do you really wanna write this down now? Well, do you really wanna write this down now? You see, I'm just feeling so sleepy right now. But I can take a trip beyond that, honey. Still, at least I got my head on straight. So you wanna know what makes me? You said you really wanna share some of my time. Well, I'm a storyteller's daughter. Do you really wanna write this down now? Well, do you really wanna write this down? Said I'm a storyteller's daughter. Do you really wanna write this down now? Well, do you really wanna write this down?
And that was Storyteller's Daughter there by Northside. Great band, go check them out. And shout out to H and Ian and Lorna and the other guys out there for doing all that. It's great stuff. So back to the birthday. We've all, I'm trying to list everything, but we've got so much going on. It's fantastic. Afternoon to Tony, by the way. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day at work. You want to say hello to your mum?
Hi, Mum.
If you're wondering where your daughter is, she's upstairs doing maths. She didn't want to join us today. She's got too much maths work to do, so she's up doing that. But back to the birthday. Yet Phil is putting together a video for us. So if you haven't sent your video to Phil yet, please do. It needs to be about 30 seconds long. Just let us know what Radio Freak Jam, and not just the jam nights, but the quiz nights, the lunchtime lives, the Meet the Freaks, the Christmas sessions, all the bits and pieces we've done. Let us know what it's meant to you over the past year. It'd be nice to hear, how it's helped, how it hasn't helped, what you've liked, what you haven't liked. Be critical if you want. I'm happy to take some criticism. But just to clarify, for Aslan's purposes, we haven't died. We are still alive. So you don't need to do any of that sort of stuff. Fill your videos over. Just let us know what Radio Freak Jam's meant to you for the past year. We're also trying to do a photograph, ladies and gentlemen. We only had a couple of photographs in yet, so it's not looking like much of a group photograph at the moment. It's kind of like me and Tony, Wispy and Di, Dave Sniffer and Rich Lloyd Jones, which does not a big Freak Jam group make. So if you can, send us a photograph of you, preferably in your Freak Jam gear, with a clean background, like a white wall or something like that in the background, and lit so we can see your face, so you're not too dark. Phil's in the chat room saying, more videos, please. More videos, more photos. We want more from you. And look, guys, seriously, I know we have asked a lot from you over the past year. We've asked you to do a lot of videos. We've asked you to get involved with a lot of projects. We're trying to keep you busy. And I know that over this time, it's not always that easy just to sort of do things. But please be involved. Please get involved with what we're doing. We're trying to make it about you guys. We want to hear from you guys. So, send us your stuff. Send us your videos. Send us your pictures. And I promise we'll slow down afterwards once the birthday's out of the way. We'll stop. It's been Christmas. There's just been loads going on, guys. So let's have some more music. I fancy a bit of dance music. I think we need a bit of Sean. What do you reckon?
Sure.
Yeah, should we have one of Sean's tracks? Where's Sean? There he is. That Tato flavour. So this is Sean Harding, out in the chat room there with his dance track. This is That Tato flavour. Enjoy.
Computer, business time.
Radio Freak Jam. Tato. It's just the flavour, man. Tato. It's just the flavour, man. And that was Sean Harding there with That Tato Flavour from our Dance Jam album. And if you haven't listened to that, or you haven't downloaded it from iTunes or Spotify or Amazon or all the other digital distributors out there, it's available. Go listen to it. It was a lot of fun to do. And again, you know, thank you guys for getting involved with that. That was a really, really good show. Probably one of the highlights of this year so far. Don't forget, Homemade Jam. I've got a track already from Rich Lloyd Jones. It's different. It's not what I was expecting, to be honest. But it's all good. We're looking for you to make your tracks with... Oh, excuse me, it's lunchtime. I've eaten. We're looking for you to send us a track made with no instruments. So it's got to be homemade sounds. Sample your dog, sample your children, sample the kettle, sample the washing machine. I don't care where the sounds come from. Just make some music using stuff around the home. You know, I don't know if you saw in the FreakJam group earlier this week, I posted a picture of Evie, who had a homemade jam session to do for her homework. She had to make a rhythm using items around the home. So we used a roses box, we used a jug, and we made a shaker out of a toilet roll and some bits of paper. Can you just pass that for me? It's just there. Look. You know, very simple. Toilet roll, paper, sellotape, and some rice. And you got yourself a shaker. It's all good. It sounds quite nice as well.
Shake that rice.
Shake that rice. So, and Evie done a little sort of rhythm with that. If Evie can do it at 9 years old, then guys, you can too. Let's you know, it's going to happen. So the deadline for that is the 15th of March, with the show on the 22nd of March. So get your homemade jams over to me as soon as you possibly can. It needs to be about 2 minutes long. That's it. You don't need to have any samples from the show or anything. Just you know, make noises and sample them and make a tune out of them. So what should we play next, Morgan? You got any ideas? I'll tell you what, I want to play this. I want to play some Paul Miro, but I haven't played this one. So this is going to be some Paul Miro with Trouble. And this is an acoustic version of an Apes, Pigs and Spacemen number called Trouble, which I love. But I love his voice on this and bits and pieces. So here it is. This is Trouble by Paul Miro.
Cities full of people from a natural hell, so they can concentrate their efforts on destroying themselves. An innocent observer, rather like poor Joseph K. I find I'm implicated from 1,000 miles away. Nothing's ever easy, why'd it take so long to say? They'll make private arrangements and then send you on your way. Let's deal with the formalities, we'll leave no stone unturned to bring our double standards to your door. No hint at a conspiracy or vengeance from above, but simply trouble follows me around. I try to form some order from the chaos in my head, while all I meet are psychos, freaks, and leeches made of lead. So really happy and content, half conscious at the bar. We get by never knowing precisely how sick we are. My possessions are an albatross that no one wants to buy. Once I did some good, the only witnesses were flies. It could be a coincidence, wrong place at the wrong time, but trouble seems to follow me around. Nothing's ever easy, why'd it take so long to say? They'll make private arrangements and then send you on your way. Let's deal with the formalities, we'll leave no stone unturned to bring our double standards to your door. No hints at a conspiracy or vengeance from above, but simply trouble follows me around. With 20/20 hindsight and my case under review, it seems I've always led a constant barrage of bad news. All that's missing is the director. We got all the blood and guts. Here everyone's a player, sudden death's the only cut. We got weapons, drugs, and hippies overflowing from our buzz. Yeah, no one's gonna vindicate a single one of us. But under intense scrutiny, the story's not been found. Why trouble always follows me around. Trouble always follows me around.
And that was Paul Miro there with Trouble. Go check that out on the Apes, Pigs and Spacemen album, the actual original version of that. It's a fantastic track. And I really do love a lot of Paul's stuff where he takes on this different personality and he changes his voice. And it just gives the music a whole new dimension. You know, you're listening to a Paul Miro track, but it's this different character narrating the scene. And it's, just a lot of fun. So, Evie's here. Evie's joined us. Say hi, Evie. Say hi to your mum, especially. She's out there.
Hi, Mum.
And just want to say thanks to Mr. John Hodgson, as usual, for keeping up his chief of likes. He's getting you all to push that like button. So smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. And thanks for John for keeping that up. Mr. Carrera's in the chat room. How you doing, Mr. Carrera? Hope you're well. And hope you're looking after yourself. And yeah, we're just here playing some music and having a bit of a laugh. So, talking about Spotify, the 8 Month Malfunction album. Now, I promised you this on the 25th of February. It's still not out. Because I made a single solitary mistake on Song Trader. And they put the release back by 2 weeks while I had to correct it. They take like 5 days to review the process. They came back with one mistake and then it was put back by 2 weeks. So that should be out and available to you guys on Friday the 5th. This week, so hopefully that will be out and about. So I'm going to play a track from that, something nice and heavy. I think that's a bit of Broken. I think we'll play that. So this is 8 Month Malfunction with Broken. Enjoy.
See the room through the fractured glass. Where you stood has come to pass. Shattered visions are left behind and empires fall. Bridges to edge with ripped up seams. The stroke of midnight won't welcome the dreams. Broken promise and a tattered light make empires fall. I'm broken, strip bare my wounds are open. No convention, no excuses, overwhelmed and feeling useless. Breaking nerves as the optimist dies and empires fall. And now it seems I'm broken. Strip bare my wounds are open. Rushed to my head. I can't believe the things we've said. We'll forgive, can't forget. I'm broken.
And that was broken by a malfunction. I really must stop this iTunes crossfading. I turned it off. I thought it would work, but it didn't. So I need to change that. So I've got a bit more room to stop the thing before the next track starts. But it's all good. I'm getting there, aren't I?
Yeah.
Just learning new things and new skills and yeah. It'll get there. It'll get there. It's great if you're doing like just a mix of tracks and you're just playing music like the pre-show. But for stuff like this, it makes it a little bit more difficult. So what else is going on? You know, by the way, I always do this as a request show. So if you have got any songs you want to hear in the chat room, please drop them in the chat room and I will try and play them. The other thing we're doing for the birthday is we're going to try and get the new Templeton Peck single out on that date as well. Not necessarily on the digital platforms, but certainly for the show, we want the video ready. That's going to be a killer. It's actually going to be a killer. We've all been sort of up the studio on our own, so we're not together. Social distancing from Josh, because, you know, it's the best thing to do with Josh, to be honest. We've recorded our parts, we've recorded video, and hopefully we'll get the track out. It's called Every Day Is the Same. And hopefully it's going to sound awesome and look great. And we've got 2 weeks to get that sorted. So hopefully that's going to be ready for the birthday show. So looking forward to getting that. I'm looking forward to hearing it, actually. It's going to sound great. It's amazing when you sort of write a really rough demo and then you give it to the lads and then they do wonderful things with it and make it sound from, you know, a rough demo into a finished track. And I'm looking forward to hearing that. So what else do we want? Any ideas on music, guys? You got any requests? Loads of stuff here. Loads and loads of songs. Should we have some Crash Transit?
Yeah.
Any requests on Crash Transit?
Whiskey Bar on Broadway?
Whiskey Bar. I'm sure I've got that here somewhere. There it is. All right, Morgan wants a bit of Crash Transit and Whiskey Bar, which is, I think, a good choice. So let's have a bit of that.
Like I said, we're going to be doing this from the top and like trying to figure out what the words of the song are. You know, there'll be words in this part. Like we'll get there. It's like, and maybe we'll order a drink in the meantime. All right, here we go. Sidle up to the bar. I got to tell you something. Got you thinking about the rent, the bills, the grind, the drills, the work, the boss. Now you're counting out the cost. Your honeybee buzzing about the honey-do list. With the honey-do that, the honey-do this. Got the greenbacks, the Benjamins, the sales taxes, send them in. Deadlines, the breadlines, you're up and down and back again. Thank God there's a whiskey bar on Broadway. Oh my, there's a neon sign inside. Hot damn, there's a cold one coming my way. And we can make it feel alright if we can make it to that whiskey bar tonight. I'm talking about the ball, the chain, the stress, the strain, the cold, the hot. She loves me not. The women are from Venus and the men are from Mars. The honor and the cherish and till death do us part. The in-laws, the old flames, the rugrats, the dating again. Your ex is the next kiss. You're off and on and back again. Thank God there's a whiskey bar on Broadway. Oh my, there's a neon sign inside. Inside. Hot damn, there's a cold one coming my way. And we can make it feel alright if we can make it to that whiskey bar tonight. Sign inside. Yeah, there's a neon sign inside. Hot damn,
That was Crash Transit there with Whiskey Bar. Good choice, Morgan. Good choice. Not that you should be thinking about whiskey bars at your age, but, you know, from my point of view, great choice. So, good to see everyone out there. Mama Wicks has joined us. Nice to see you, Mama Wicks. And shout out to Delwyn and Melody as well. And Mama Wicks has just bought herself a T-shirt and a hoodie. So, thank you very much, Mama Wicks. And if you want to do the same, you can go there and buy yourselves all of the funky stuff that we've got. We've got wine glasses, we've got steins, we've got mugs, we've got everything. If you want it, it's there, pretty much. We don't do FreakJam loo roll, unfortunately, Sarah. Sorry about that. And talking about Sarah, Darren's asked, can we play her track? So this is Dream on the Edge. That's the name of the track, Darren. That's what you need to remember, Dream on the Edge. It was actually written originally, it was called Dote, D-O-T-E. Dream on the Edge. Anyway, long story short and all that business. Here it is.
So many questions, such good intentions. The transformation of my fantasies are united in desperation, wrapped in illusion, tied in confusion. You knew just where to hurt me when my soul was weak. Is this a dream on the edge? Is this how you choose to live? I can't be part of this no more. United in fear. I need help to lift my spirits. Can you provide me with the help I need? Where's my sense of truce with you? Is this a dream on the edge? Is this how you choose to live? I can't be part of this no more. United in fear, you can't hide behind your excuses. What are your reasons for what you do? Where will that leave me? Who will I become? Is this a dream on the edge? Is this how you choose to live? I can't be part of this no more. United in fear.
That was Dreams on the Edge there by the lovely Sarah Harris Bradley and the beautiful Andy as well. And he is beautiful. Maybe not physically, but as a person. You know, I'm just saying. Just what are you laughing at? You agree with me, don't you? Sound like you are Auntie Sarah and Uncle Andy.
Hello, Auntie Sarah and Uncle Andy.
We love you guys, and we do miss you. And we need to catch up soon when we're allowed and can go outside, at least meet up with 6 other people. We'll just leave the kids at home and get another couple of people along. I don't mean it. Blimey. So, what else can we talk about? We've got the show Thursday, and Mr. Lefty John, our Chief of Likes, is joining us as a co-host. He was meant to join us last week. Then the system fell over. Then Wispy stepped up. That's the word I'm looking for. Stepped up and helped us out with the broadcast, and it went really, really well. And now we've got John back this week. So that's going to be good. We can look forward to chatting with him. We're going to talk about repairing stuff for Roland, and we're going to talk about the Imposca, which was something he done for G-Force. And we're going to talk about loads of stuff. It's just going to be fun, and you're going to find out loads about him, and you're going to love it. And Wispy has asked for The Rhythm by Ian Blackwood and the Bipolars, so it would be rude not to play it. So here it is. This is Ian Blackwood with The Rhythm.
2, 3, 4.
Starts at your feet, swelling up your bones. It gets so deep, I don't know where it goes. It'll make your body sweat, it'll make your body move. It gets so deep, man, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I feel a rhythm, it's in my head. I feel it shaking, just shaking it. I feel the rhythm, it's in my head. I feel the rhythm, I feel the rhythm. I feel the rhythm, I feel the rhythm. I feel the rhythm, I feel the rhythm. Moves from your hips and shakes all up your back. Pounds on your chest like a heart attack. You feel it in your veins, deep inside of you. It feels so good, man, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I feel a rhythm, it's in my head. I feel it shaking, just shaking it. I feel the rhythm, it's in my head. I feel the rhythm, I feel the rhythm. 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 Come on, baby, come on, baby. I feel the rhythm, it's in my head. I feel it shaking, shaking it. I feel the rhythm, it's in my head. I feel the rhythm, I feel the rhythm. 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 I feel the rhythm, I feel the rhythm.
That was A Rhythm there by Ian Blackwood and the Bipolars, and yeah, great stuff. I've got loads of other stuff that I might actually sort of dig out and play for you at some point in time, because they're all absolutely fantastic tracks that he never really got them released. I think a few of them ended up on YouTube. But yeah, Jimmy's in the house. How you doing, Gilbo? Nice to see you. And Mr. Maslin has acquired his merch today, and he's smashed that like button, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't smashed that like button, Gilbo, I'm sure you haven't yet because you just turned up. Smash that like button because John thinks you're making him look bad, ladies and gentlemen. We can't have John feeling bad because you're not doing as he asks, you know. So let's make John happy. Smash that like button because I want him in a good mood tomorrow when he's on the show. I don't want him in a bad place. That would just be rubbish, wouldn't it? So another thing, guys, that this software Ecamm Live that we're now using, it costs a little bit. We've been very lucky to get away with doing the broadcasts for the past 11 months, pretty much for nothing, except for a hell of a lot of time this end, and obviously with work from Josh on the website, bits and pieces like that. But it purely has been mostly time rather than money. But now it is costing us. And I've mentioned this a couple of times on these late night tests that I've been doing, as I've been sort of falling asleep on my microphone at 2 o'clock in the morning, with all of you guys helping out. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who has stumped up and donated coffees to us, because it really, really does help, especially now we have costs. So if you do want to support the show, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/RadioFreakJam. But particular shout out to Andy and to Rob McGregor and to Tim, who all sort of just bought loads of coffees for us when they realised that we had an outlay to do. And, we gave Mr. McGregor a sponsorship for a few shows because he really did donate quite a lot of money, which I was very chuffed about and very surprised about. I did give him a call. I did thank him and tell him off in the same breath because, as much as we like a bit of support, there are limits to what I would like to take. So we're giving Robert McGregor a sponsorship for next couple of weeks. I'm not doing it today because this show is for kids and Rob McGregor's sponsorship is not for kids. So we're just going to do that. And seriously, guys, thank you for the support. It does help. We have to pay for interview time on this. You get a certain amount of hours, 20 hours, with your monthly fee, and then if you go over that 20 hours you have to pay a little bit more. I've done the maths. We're going to need a little bit more, especially with all the testing we've been doing as well, but that's fine. Thank you very much for sort of making sure this show goes on and helping us out from that point of view. So let's have some more music. Any more requests? No? No? I'll tell you what, I am. I'm going to play. It's rare of me to play 2 tracks from one artist in a go. But I'm going to play another Ian Blackwood and Bipola's number because, I said, they're all bloody good. So let's have a bit of Lost at Sea. I like this track. So this is Ian Blackwood and the Bipolars with Lost at Sea.
Between the luck that I was given, this type of thing, it happens only to the hardest living. The bar was set so high so many years ago, and it stares me down this very day. What's next? Not sure I know.
That was Ian Blackwood there with Lost at Sea, and I'm going to play you some of his other bits and pieces as we go over the next few weeks, and because I think you're going to love it all. He's got some such great music, really, really, really talented bloke. And if you haven't checked out his sister's band, Walk Off the Earth, where have you been? You've been living under a rock? Go check some of that. Theirs out as well. I can't play them. They will do me for copyright because, it's their control, but Ian's given me permission to play his stuff, so that's cool. Guys, thank you very much. just seen all the coffees coming in. Thanks you, Mr. Carrera. Thank you, Lefty John. And thank you to Sarah. You're all wonderful human beings, and that really will help keep this show afloat and put food in these two mouths as well, because, you know, they eat me out of house and home, ladies and gentlemen. And, what? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't really talk about them while they're here, should I? Anything you want to say?
We don't.
You do? You eat more than anyone. And she has her moments. It's immense. Lunchtime live, it's just more like feeding time at the zoo. I'm just saying. So Tim's asked for some 900 quid because he's got to go and have a couple of fillings today. And, you know, we want to keep Tim happy. We don't want him in pain. Tim has asked for 900 quid because he thinks that's how much it's going to cost to have his fillings done. So who am I to deny him that? Here it is for you, Tim. 900 quid by Porto.
900 quid, 900 quid to send my kids skiing. 900 quid, 900 quid, 900 quid, don't believe what I'm seeing. 30 quid, 30 quid, 30 quid for a ticket to Wicked. 30 quid, 30 quid, 30 quid, you know where you can stick it. The water's wet, the sun is sunny. I'll tell you something, I'm not made of money. Right, it isn't funny. I'll tell you something, I'm not made of money. Bow down, bow, 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 bow. 15 quid just to hire a locker. 15 quid, 15 quid, 15 quid, you must be off your rocker. 500 quid, 500 quid, 500 quid to secure a skiing place. 500 quid, 500 quid, 500 quid is a slap in the face. The water's wet, the sun is sunny. I'll tell you something, I'm not made of money. It isn't right, it isn't funny. I'll tell you something, I'm not made of money. The water's wet, the sun is sunny. I'll tell you something, I'm not made of money. It isn't right, it isn't funny. I'll tell you something, I'm not made of money.
£900? Not paying that to go skiing.
Bow down, up at the bow, bow, up at the doo doo, daddly bow down, up at the doo doo, daddly bow down, up at the doo doo, daddly bow down, up at the bow down, daddly bow down, up at the doo doo, daddly bow down, up at the 900 quid, 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 900 quid. 900 quid, 900 quid, 900 quid, 900 quid, 900 quid, 900 quid, 900 quid.
That was Porto there with 900 quid just for Tim and his fillings. And yeah, so as Sarah's quite rightfully pointed out, Miss Pethers has quite rightly pointed out, this is your last Lunchtime Live for a while, guys. Oh, but you're looking forward to getting back to school, right?
Definitely.
Seeing your friends. Yeah. And, you know, don't tell them I said this, guys, but, you know, all these parents complain about having their children home. I've not got a lot to complain about. Yeah, I've had to take breaks and help here and there. And, yes, you know, it's not been normal work hours for me because I've got 2 kids to feed and stuff. Well, I said feeding time at the zoo. As I said, but you two have been absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much for coming on the show with us and being a part of this. It's been a lot of fun. And thank you very much for making it as easy as possible during homeschooling. You've both done brilliant. Morgan got Star of the Week this week. And Evie's been doing loads of wonderful things and getting some great comments on her teachers. So I'm a very lucky dad, if I'm going to be honest here. So I'm going to miss you.
We'll miss you.
I'm going to miss you. I am. I'm going to miss having you around. I've got used to it. You know, it's all been good. But it doesn't matter. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to miss you too because it's about time we left. It's about time we played out on a song. If you missed Meet the Freaks this week, you missed a great show. It was Oggy. We had Og on the Bog. We talked about Toggy. We talked about Joggy. We talked about Oggy. We talked about Oggy's dad. We talked about everything Oggy, basically. So if you do miss that, go and check it out. It was a lot of fun. What should we play out on, guys? Any suggestions? You can't just sit and look. We've got to talk. You can't just sit in silence looking at lists of stuff. You know, we've got to keep it. You don't want dead air. Dead air is bad. Let's have a flick through. Let's find. I'll tell you what, we'll play out. I've been contacted by Mick White this week, ex-lead singer of Samson. He's been on the show, done an unsigned special with us, some bits and pieces. He's got a new album coming out. He wants me to help with that, do some work on that. So we'll play out with one of his tracks. I think this is one I know you will like. We've played it a few times. It's by a band. Oh, before I do that, thank you to the Reese Collective, because Phil Reese and Gary Reese, you've both bought us coffees as well. Really, really appreciate that, guys. Thank you very, very much. I can't play out on Deep Purple, Gary. We're not allowed to play that sort of music. It's just the stuff on my playlist that people have sent us. That's all we're allowed, but I would otherwise, but you know. So we're going to play out with the Mick White track. Look forward to working with him again. Again, guys, thank you for joining us. Thanks for all the help with the coffees. Thanks for all the help with the testing this week. You've been brilliant. Big thank you to these two for being around for God knows how long it's been now and joining me on the Wednesday shows. And we'll see you tomorrow. Lefty John's in the co-host seat. We're going to find a bit more about him. I know loads about him, but you don't. So we're going to tell you as well. And we're going to play out with a bit of King of Cool by Enfield. Say your goodbyes, guys.
Goodbye. See you in the Easter holidays.
Easter holidays, definitely. We'll see you then. Take care, guys. This is King of Cool.
The coolest man on the silver screen, made hard looking gasoline, a fast car and a steel beyond compare. And he's the man who's gonna save the day. I'll shoot him up and then get away. Hunt you down, I'll leave you hanging in the air.
Ain't gonna put out $190 more bucks in a lousy bag. You just, I'm saying you've been marking these cars. I don't need more cars to beat you up.
Rails up and burst out the gate. A GT made it 68. A wicked smile wanna catch the ladies' eyes. Time alright, let's get it on. Read 'em and weave the daily style. Excuse me, Captain Hills, can you fly? It's all in his eyes, no compromises, do or die. He's gonna take you dead or alive. The king of cool, nobody's fool but butterfly. He took the devil out for a ride. A gunslinger riding into town. He's the man you don't